Villagers are a decently common sight in the world of Minecraft. While not as numerous as cows or creepers, these resourceful beings can still be found in almost every biome. But how did they reach this point? Ultimately, little is known about their physiology and even less about their origins. But we can still speculate. Importantly, this video doesn't have a lot of canon material to work with, meaning that this is my interpretation of the villagers' past. A lifeform wades through the deep snow looking for something to eat. This is the earliest direct ancestor of villagers. While visually distinct from their human-esque descendants, a couple of key characteristics reveal its relatedness. Obviously, the large fleshy nose and wide forehead. The former has a dual purpose, helping warm the chilly air that's breathed in and to store extra fat. That's not to say other parts of the animal don't also store blubber. However, an unusually large amount does get kept in their sniffer. As for the forehead, it's easy to write it off as just another blubber deposit or brain warmer, but it in fact serves a far more useful purpose, defending their young. Due to the large size of these animals, very few beasts attack fully grown adults, but juveniles are easy pickings. In response, like many of our world's herd animals, this species has evolved a behavior where once danger is spotted, mature individuals surround the younger members of the herd, forming a protective ring. Luckily, today is a joyous one. It's breeding season. Members of this species, whether male or female, will choose a mate based on nose size, the larger the better, as a fatter nose indicates more success finding food, which means stronger genes. The next step in villager evolution appears far more similar to their modern descendants. A hunched, wrinkled figure lurks under a tree. This being is looking for potential threats. However, he is not worried about predators, for his immense strength prevents would-be hunters from taking him down. What does worry him are rival tribes. Another group appears on the horizon. Bravely standing up, he lets out a low rumble. This alerts both his tribe and the strangers. Stopping dead in their tracks, a similar rumble emanates from the foreigners. It turns out this tribe was just passing through. Relieved that he would not have to fight, Armail nevertheless goes back to vigilantly scanning the landscape for deadlier life forms. Back at home base, we see that these animals are quite creative. A couple of adults are building a nest for their family, while juveniles peel the barks off sticks. Play is an important part of teaching youngsters the ins and outs of the jungle. Showcasing this are the elders, tossing a bit of mud for the children to catch, simulating catching food. In this forest, said food is plentiful, and while fat is still stored in the nose, the size of the snodger is much more aesthetic rather than practical, leading to a form of sexual selection. This is the beginning of the artistic side their descendants showcase. Lastly, we come across life forms nigh identical to modern villagers. Not only are their physical forms the same, the hallmarks of their culture are also appearing. An adult male knits a cloak with the visage of a creeper. While seemingly arbitrary, such an artistic choice actually serves as a potential window into their worldview. Creepers are dangerous, explosive mobs who could certainly pose a threat, not only to the constructed mud huts, but to the villagers themselves. So why would they make use of such an emblem? Think about it this way. Many individuals identify with powerful creatures in our world. Similarly, villagers signify their power by metaphorically becoming their greatest enemy. But there's another side to wearing creeper pattern. We all want to overcome obstacles. Perhaps dressing with this cloak is a symbol of this desire, literally turning something you once feared into a useful and stylish object, the ultimate form of domination. Villagers have also developed more practical cultural facets, such as the technological advances of farming. A mother teaches her child which potatoes can be grown and eaten, and which ones are poisonous. She tenderly plucks a tuber out of the ground, comparing it to the far healthier vegetable. Watching intently, the young villager takes in every single difference pointed out by his parent. The greenish lumps that bulge from it, how the potato's flesh seems to almost fall off, and the acrid stench of decaying plant matter. Nodding slowly, he learns. Two others return home with a fresh kill. You might notice a distinct lack of tools. That's because villagers are physically stronger than us humans. Either that or their prey is weaker. However, while blades are necessary for killing, more subtle knives are used both as part of a ceremony and for neatly butchering the pig. At the end of our journey, we need to understand this was just one of many possible histories. Others may be more plausible, some more entertaining. But while canon information about these beings are scarce, that's what makes speculating so fun. At least for me, and hopefully for you. I suggest coming up with your own theories about the origins of villagers.